Hi, this is Joe from Beards, Blades, and Hair, and today we're going to be doing a review of the Lucky Tiger. It'll focus. There we go. Lucky Tiger Cru-Butch pomade. I think they call it a control wax, but it's essentially a pomade. Really good product. Fun thing about this one that I definitely notice in pomades is it is super simple in terms of ingredients. So if you look on the back, it's just petroleum, wax, and dye. That's it. Petroleum, wax, and dye is all you get. And the dye is what gives it this this lovely pink color that you get. Is from the dye. I don't know why they do that. It's a little silly, but whatever. It's not like it damages your hair or anything like that. So I scoop this stuff out. I used to take smaller bits of pomade when I would do my hair, but then you start to realize style's better with more, and it's not like this stuff's super pricey. I mean, this is a 4-ounce container. It'll last you about 6 months. So I think the cost was $12, around $12. So you do the math. It's not, you know, if this makes you go broke, you got a real bad life. So definitely something to keep in mind. Other things to keep in mind with this, as the simple ingredients kind of show, it's unscented. There's no scent at all. If you bring it up to your nose, you sniff it out of the container, maybe a touch of waxy smell, but it's very mild, and once it's in the hair, none of that exists anymore. You don't get any of that. Also to note, I'm fresh out of the shower, so always apply your oil-based pomades to either damp hair out of the shower or wet hair if you haven't showered. So I get out of the shower, I towel dry. Once I've towel dried, I just put it in the pomade. Oh, I should put my beard oil. It's part of a different process. One point I'll do an entire morning routine. But once you've towel dried, put this sucker in. I do one down. You can kind of see one down, one up. And once you've kind of got it mixed into the hair, you can just run your comb through it. And it's nothing much more dramatic than that. So thoughts on the product as I drop it. Hold on. There we go. Clumsy me. It's definitely my trademark in clumsiness. Thoughts on the product, especially in relation to others. I think it's totally decent. You can see a little bit of tug here as I'm combing through, but it's not horrendous. The king, queen, and master of the universe of tug is definitely Murray's pomade, the one in the orange can, the original. That is horrendous. I used to have to hit that with a blow dryer. I could do a whole separate review on Murray's and how rough it was and how difficult it was and how the hold wasn't even that great, and what a product. But I mean, it's, $4 a can, so you get what you pay for kind of deal. I'm going to do a review later on Murray's black beeswax, which is still $4 a can, but much better to deal with. There's still tug, there's still pull on that one, but we'll cross that bridge when we come there. As to the Lucky Tiger Cru-Butch, I'd say there's a little bit of tug, a little bit of pull, no scent once in the hair, very minimal scent when you open up the can, and it costs $12. It's pretty decent. I think overall it's a decent pomade. I'm certainly not crying about it. Certainly going to use the whole thing, but in comparison to better ones that I've tried, I would rank it above the Murray's Black Beeswax because there is less tug, but it's also 3 times the price. But $4 and $12, I don't know, man. It's not a huge deal for something that's going to last you 6 months. And overall, I think it styles pretty well. There's definitely some shine in the hair, what you kind of expect from an oil-based pomade. There is certainly shine. I think it looks good. I think there are pomades that have less tug. I think that there are pomades that style better. And I think there are pomades that are not even that much more expensive. The one I'm definitely going to throw a shout out to is the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements pomade. Their oil-based pomade is just by far the best stuff I've tried. I mean, it's not even close. I mean, just butter to put in, no tug it whatsoever. Styles amazingly. I think right now it's about $18, so $6 more, but once again, that thing's gonna last you 6 months easily, comfortably. So not really not really a huge cost factor there. But overall, I think the Lucky Tiger Cru-Butch is decent. I think it's a decent pomade. It's really not something I would necessarily recommend, but you can kind of see it ends up styling well at the end of the day. So we can kind of see what my pomade looks like. This is how I do it. I would call this a modern kind of style. Not really sure what the phrasing is. Certainly not a slick back, just a modern combing. Nothing too dramatic there. But yeah, that's what my hair looks like at the end of the day, and I think it looks pretty good. So that's my review of the Lucky Tiger Cru-Butch pomade. If you have any questions, definitely leave them below. This has been Joe from Beards, Blades, and Hair, and until next time.